I know everybody like sees your game and they don't see you and like your whole like mindset behind it. Of course, it's a funny, dark game, but
Mm.
like you and I have talked about this, like the most traumatized, most messed up people are like some of the nicest people because we know how it feels to feel like shit and we don't want anyone else
Exactly.
to feel that way. But
Yeah.
we also have this really messed up, dark sense of humor. So when you came to me with the
Yeah.
idea of a podcast, that pulled me out of my funk a little bit. I've been in a
Oh,
funk for a while, but just like
you didn't tell
knowing
me this yet.
I know I'm very secretive with my depression and my anxiety. I think it's just because I don't like to feel vulnerable. I don't know. I just
Mm,
I'm an
I
emotional
get that.
sponge, so then I
Mm,
assume that everyone else is. So that's why I don't like to share like my dark feelings because I'm like, what if they're
mm.
an emotional sponge like me and they absorb all the sad shit that I've been carrying around?
It's so weird because I'm like that too. Like if there was any bad news and I'm like, they're not doing well today. I'm not gonna tell them. Maybe
I'm just
tomorrow.
gonna suffer in silence. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna cry inside.
But
um,
I remember when you like talked to me about like why you wanted to start a podcast so bad, and it was to like build a community and to make the people that support your game and support your dream to like make them feel more included. And I really thought like I wanted to do this so bad because you're such a good person, and I think
oh,
people deserve to see more of you. And like the more that they see of you, and the more that you get to talk, they'll see
it's
like
yeah.
you're a good person and you have good intent. You have good intent behind a really darked up game.
It's so weird because I think I was so scared of putting myself out there. Like okay, so I don't think I've told you this before, but when I was marketing the game and becoming, successful on TikTok because my game blew up around Halloween last year and then it slowed down because of holiday season's over.
Mm-hmm.
And it's normal. So, but one of the marketing consultants that I talked to, I think she did my head because she said you can't show your face. It has to be like a neutral brand. Like it has to be like, they're going to be biased on how you look and they're going to be biased on your life choices, and they're
Mm-hmm.
not going to buy your game. They're going to look at you and they're not going to trust you. Almost like saying, wow, like why wouldn't people trust me when they see me? And that
That's
really,
nice.
yeah, it's so like I feel like it's very like maybe it could be true to a lot of brands where the owners really don't get involved, but this is a very personal project to me. So
Mm-hmm.
now that I've gotten out of that funk, I feel like now I'm realizing like what these people supported me from the beginning and they bought the game, and the least I could do to thank them is to play it with them, you know? It's
Mm-hmm.
like I would want to play with other people from around the world, and I feel like because when I got my orders from Kickstarter and when I started selling it online, I have people buying it all the way from New Zealand and Australia and South Africa. It's like wow, like a lot of people actually want to hear about this and they have the same escape that I'm trying to recreate. So now, I just when I thought about the idea of doing a podcast, I feel like it's the best time to really just be out there and own it. Like I feel that there was a phase or a moment in my business career or designing this game that I was consciously avoiding being on the spotlight because of what that marketing consultant said. And I believe, I feel like deep inside I believe that because obviously like I have issues, I have a lot of insecurities, and for somebody to say that, I mean they're a pro. So who am I to question that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so here we are now. I feel like when I got out of the funk, I was like, there are people who are gonna like me for me, and there are people who are sure, they're gonna get turned off, like, oh, I didn't expect that guy to have been the creator of this game, and that's lame. And there would be those people, and I feel like, well, when are we gonna stop trying to please everybody?
We're not pizza. We
Yeah,
can't make everyone happy.
yeah. And even then, pizza enjoys its or suffers from its own debates, like pineapple on pizza.
I,
You can't please everybody.